It's a prank. Good evening, welcome to the weekly Shiur Zera Shimshon. Tonight is Zion L'Chodesh Hador. Leil Shishi Pashas Tetzaveh Tafshim Pei Hey. Moshe Rabbeinu's Yotzeit. Schus Yogel Leini Val Kol Yisrael. We learn here Ois Dalet. I don't think we've learned this piece before. This week's parasha talks about the Choshen, talks about the stones on the Choshen. Those different stones are different names that correspond to different Shvatim. Those 12 stones on the Choshen corresponding to the 12 Shvatim. Says the Heilige Zera Shimshon here in Ois Dalet, Baba Basra. The Gemara Baba Basra says, when Mashiach comes with Samti, Kadkoid, Shimshoi Saich. The walls of the Beis Medrash, I think it is, or of Yerushalayim, will be made out of Kadkoid. What does that mean? Chadama, one man says the Shoyam. There was a stone called Shoyam, Avnei Shoyam. The Chadama, the Yoshvei. The stone of Yoshvei. So the two Mandamrim argued what this wall will be made out of. Shoyam stones or Yoshvei stones. Oh my God, Baruch Hu, you know what? Lahave Kadein Kadein. Okay, they argue. So in order to keep everybody happy, we'll do like both. Tzarachian, what's the machlekes? What's the depth? What's the oimek? What's the understanding? Lama dafki yechoymes me'elu shtevanim shoyam v'yashvei. Shoyam v'yashvei. Tarsh shoyam v'yashvei are the two stones that we talk about. Shoyam v'yashvei. One man says shoyam, one yashvei. What's the shaykhis? What's the shaykhis? It's like the Zera Shimshon Shein Pshat. Yeshloima. Shebe'ela avonim ha'ikasa behem avnei choshen shmois Yosef and Binyamin. Shoyam v'Yashvei. Yashvei is Binyamin, as we know. Shoyam is Yosef Atzadik. Next to each other. Yosef and Binyamin. The cost of a sefer Shilti Geborim. Shehashoyam helps Yoel, this stone. Yoel is Chira, will help a person remember. Vela Einayim, and it's good for your eyes. Utoiv lahashe, and he makes you wealthy. It's a skula, Msugalig stone. Umalamed. Lashon Adam lahalit v'ladab b'chachma, and it'll help a person, teach a person to speak with wisdom. Lahavan achidus and alamois, and he can understand deep secrets. Ukmat yavi es Adam l'nevuah. This stone has a skula. These stones were stones that had skula inside it, and he can bring a person to nevuah. Mamish kmat a navi. Kmat. The stone of Shoyam is a stone that brings Giluyim. This is Yosef Atzadik. Why? Nidna Evan Zura Yosef. Fnei Shahoyle and Naim Toivim. Yosef Atzadik had good eyes. Chazal tell us Yosef didn't look where he wasn't supposed to look. So the pasuk says Ben Pires Yosef, Ben Pires Alei Oyen. That's Yosef Atzadik is beyond Ein Hara. He's Alei Oyen. He had good eyes. So since Shoyam helps a person to see, it's good to remember, good for the eyesight. So that's why Yosef Tzaddik got this. And also something else that Shoyam helps is Chira. Shoyam helps you remember. A lot of things Shoyam does. So one is it helps you remember. One is good for the eyes. Good for the eyes, Yosef Tzaddik, good eyes. Memory, is Chira. Yizka Yosef. Yosef remembered. And the Koyach has Chira. Next, he understood things deeper. He understood how to interpret the dream. It's a Ruach HaKodesh. And he had Ruach HaKodesh. That's why Shoyam is the appropriate stone for Yosef Atzadik. Because Shoyam has the ingredient that makes a person's eyesight good, makes a person smart, makes a person remember. All these characteristics were things that were applicable by Yosef Atzadik. Where do you know he had Ruach HaKodesh? And he brings Vatzlach, so that's why Shoyam and Yosef Atzadik go together. Okay. Ulechein says the Zera Shimshon, when Mashiach comes, we're going to get all these things. It's going to be full of das. The world's going to be full of das. The pasuk says, you'll know Hashem, and there'll be a nevuah, you'll know the Eibishter. And there'll be a tzlach harava. And a zechira teva. Yeah, chayim Shoyam. Simple. The walls will be made out of Shoyam because la'asid lava we will have all these milas. We'll have zechira, we have ashiras, and we will understand deeper things. That's the man that says Shoyam. He thought that's the appropriate type of stone to make the walls when Mashiach comes. Oman the Ama Yoshvei. Oh, why does the other man argue and he say no? It's made out of Yoshvei. I think because of Ravanel. She Yoshvei Sigalasa Lishmer Adam Shlayitnu Loy Hasamim Hamamisim. And you shouldn't give a person wrong medication. Little Binyamin, Nizkala is Chus Imoy. Gave it to Binyamin to remind him the chus of his mother. She yelled at Oisechai, he was saved. Binyamin lived is a living miracle. Living miracle. Why? Because his mother died in childbirth, and that didn't harm him. That protected him. So that is similar to this Yoshvei. Yoshvei has a scholar to protect a person. That a person shouldn't get wrong medication or he shouldn't get involved in wrong foods. That's Yoshvei. And that was Binyamin. That's why the stone of Binyamin is Yoshvei. Fa'oid. Another connection between the Yoshvei and Binyamin. These are Yalkut al Pasuk. Ubein Ketsefav Shachein. By Binyamin it says, in between his shoulders, rest the Beis Hamikdash. Chazal Dash, what does this mean? Bein Ketsefav. That means the Beis Hamikdash nivda bechalk Binyamin. Why? Why was Binyamin Zeicha that the Beis Hamikdash was built in his portion? All the Shvatim were involved in Mechiras Yosef, and that wasn't good. So the Beis Hamikdash couldn't be built in their plot, in their land. Chutz Binyamin. Yivdu, now he adds, take the Yalkut. Yivdu, Heima Beis Hamikdash, they'll build a Beis Hamikdash. Yechul is Baal Sham, and they'll daven there. Shirachim Kadosh Baruch Aleim, Loihayanedim. The other Shvatim will not be answered. Why? Other Shvatim, he didn't have Rachmanos when Yosef davened and begged for you. He pleaded. He says, have Rachmanos. He said, nah, no Rachmanos. So therefore, the other Shvatim can't come and say, give us Rachmanos. At least he can't build a Beis Hamikdash from the other Shvatim, in the other Shvatim's area, because then it won't be very good. Hashem will say, you're davening to me for Rachmanos? I'm not giving you Rachmanos. The people that built this in their area, this area wasn't Rachmanos. You put it in the Chelga Binyamin. It wasn't there by Mechiras Yosef. Now that'll be good. Yoshvei is made up of two words, as we know. Shemashma Yesh Peh. Yoshvei is made up of two words. Yesh Peh. He has a mouth. What's a mouth for? Fisha Binyamin Dafki Yesh Le Peh Lespala Kadosh Baruch Hu Shirachman Yisrael. He has a mouth to daven. Other Shvatim don't have such a mouth. Daven Hashem for Rachmanis. Hashem says Rachmanis. You didn't have Rachmanis. But Binyamin did have Rachmanis, or did not have Rachmanis. See, he still has a peh. Daven. That's what Yoshvei. So that's why we want to build a Beis Hamikdash with a wall called Yoshvei. That's the most important ingredient for Beis Hamikdash. Beis Hamikdash is called Kibesi Beis Tefillah Yikarim. It's a place to daven. You want a place to daven when there's a Yoshvei, when there's a peh. How's that? When you have Rachmanis and other people. The other brothers that didn't have Rachmanis and Yosef, they couldn't have a Beis Hamikdash in their area. It won't be Yoshvei. You have to have the Yesh Peh. The Yesh Peh. Kadosh Baruch Hu, Amal Hebe Kadein Kadein. Says the Abish, you know what? Let it be Shoyam, let it be Yoshvei. Do both. Why? Sharei Shnei B'nei Rachel. They're both sons of Rachel. Rachel who am Medeslis Nachim. Rachel doesn't stop davening. She doesn't stop. Abish tells her to stop, and Chaim Shmulevitz tells her to continue. Right? She doesn't stop. Therefore, we want Rachel. Have two of her sons, that brings Rachel. The Chaim Yerushalayim Shimshon. So how's the pasuk taich? V'samti kadkoid Shimshon. I'll make kadkoid, which is two types of stones. Shimshon walls. Why is a wall of Beis Hamikdash called a wall? The Shemesh, everybody goes in the light of the sun. The Beis Hamikdash will be like a sun. Hashem will make a sukkah tzdikim from the skins of Leviathan. Zacha ois sukkah. Person Zaycha get a sukkah. Like Zacha ois tziltzil. We only have I think tziltzil is a no. Ring. Anak necklace. It's also, I think, no, just a cover. You're right. Just a tail on top. Lo zacha is the anak. He gets a necklace. Lo zacha is the kmeya. Ashal parsal chavis yishlayim. Zivay hoylech v'zavay batzayfoy. The shine goes to the end of the world. That's this wall called Shimshon Sayach, which is a sun, because this will be the light of the world. How does the light come? Kadkoid, which is Yoshpei and Shoyam. Chusa Gadol v'Kadish Yagdaleni v'Al Kadish Yisrael. Amen. Zin Kadol Tovia.